Well, tell you, this controversy in Dallas just will not go away. They are so enraged months upon months after the Luka Doncic trade with the Lakers. Now the legend Dirk Nowitski has stood up and sounded off, saying it's time for Maverick fans to support the players that are here now and stop the negative vibe that's in that building. Last week, they fired the general manager, Nico Harrison. Nowitski said, if I were the owner, I would have never traded Luka. And that despite the fact that Luka smoked cigarettes and seemed to be perennially out of shape and there were injuries, etc. Dirk said, I would have never traded him. You built the roster to work through all the talents that Luka has. Why would you trade him after making all these deals? The other thing, he said, by virtue of the trade and the whole thing that's happened with Anthony Davis and the injuries, the Kyrie Irving injuries, the fact that Nico Harrison was there and the fans would rather come to the arena and scream, fire Nico, rather than support AD or the other players, including Cooper Flag, said it created a black cloud environment there that we can't have. So Dirk Nowitski stood up, and he's an icon, and he's such a special human being as a player and a leader, just stood up and said, you people need to come support Cooper Flag and what's left on the roster. New Orleans. Remember Joe Dumars coming in as general manager?
Oh, yeah.
One of the quotes that we had right after his press conference was, you will be accountable. We're going to change everything in New Orleans. Well, nothing changed. They kept losing. They were 2-10. They fired the coach, Willie Green, who's 21-62 as head coach. So he's out. Dumars says, the next people that may vacate will be those of you in the locker room. Zion Williamson, are you paying attention? Because he's hurt again. He can never stay on the court. So New Orleans is just an utter disaster, the Pelicans. NBA, nice culture. You know, we may like the players, slam dunks, the great athletes, three-point shots. Nice culture. The NBA fines 3 different players this past week for lewd conduct on the court, making gestures, lewd gestures, either towards the refs or to the fans in the stands. What is with these guys? I know it's hard. Show some class. Poor NBA's got so many problems there. And now they got ongoing investigation about the gambling situation. They have not only asked for the cell phones of 10 different LA Laker employees because they want to see if any of these people, some of them are close confidants of LeBron James, if any of these people were feeding information to Damon Jones, the coach, who got indicted for insider trading information with gamblers. Now they've also, the search is spread. Now they're investigating players in Orlando. So tip of the iceberg. I think this is, it's sadly, it may be all over the place. Adam Silver's got a huge challenge on his hands. So talk Dallas, talk New Orleans, talk all things NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even pay attention to the Pelicans. I mean, you just sort of forget that they even exist. So good on Dumars for kind of shaking it up. These NBA players, I mean, first of all, the gambling thing sounds really ugly. And to your point, I think it is a tip of an iceberg. But lewd gestures, I mean, we still celebrate the time that Reggie Miller got into the choking sign with
Spike
Lee back in the 90s. And we still talk about it, and we still think it's great. I mean, you got to understand this is showmanship, you know. Now, granted, is it really lewd? I've seen it where he kind of hits his side of his hips like that. That's not really that lewd. I mean, but I will say in the NFL, they're getting a lot more creative with their celebration moves in the end zone. Maybe the NBA could take some notes from them.
Just ridiculous. Show some class. I know it's hard, but show some class. Want to make a comment? Go ahead, fans. Forum chat box is open for basketball fans.